excited. So without further ado, we're gonna start this program with our national anthem. So I would like to invite everyone to please stand up and pay respect. Thank you, everyone. So once again, I would like to welcome our acting principal, Pasugan, dear teachers, and my beloved students to our Student Council Presidential Debate 2022-2023. Now, I would like to invite Pasugan on behalf of our PA principal, Sunajo. Could you please kindly say a few words?
Thank you very much, Teacher Aikari. Good morning, dear teachers, dear lovely candidates, and all beloved students. I'm here on behalf of the principal because the principal is not available to stand here to give you the encouragement. So, yes, all of us, the teachers encourage here to do these activities, because this activity is significant for everyone here. Yeah. Maybe next year some of you will sit here, and for them it's very unforgettable moment for them to do it, to socialize their vision and mission for the betterness of this school. By doing this, you do some personal development and you share the meaning of democracy to everyone. Democracy is so expensive nowadays, so expensive. Yeah, to some countries, it's still very sensitive issues. That is why we need to learn from now, And I think I'm going to use this moment to let you know my feeling about the schools. Yeah, not my feeling, the concept about the school for some people here. Yeah, got the chance to talk about this, but this is the time for me to share. Once I met a student in Park Royal Hotel, and he said, "Hey, Mr. Sugan, do you still remember me?" I still remember you, yes. And why are you here? I'm doing the competition as well here. Oh yeah? From what school? From tuition. He said from tuition. I moved from IISY to tuition. And that tuition also invited by the committee to have to join the competition at that time. Not representing the school. That's why I was confused. That was the first time I was confused why someone quit from the school and moved to a tuition institution only. At that time, I just knew that actually what they had in mind, all students and also parents in mind, was only mastering the subject, because they took only subject that they would like to take from the British Council certificate, yeah, IGC certificate. And that is a big mistake, you know. That is a big mistake. Yeah? Because the idea of going to school is not mastering the subjects. It's building up the character. So if you move to that institution, tuition institution that focusing only the subject, you won't get anything. Including this concern. How do you understand about democracy if you don't do this? That's why this is very important. Yeah? I think you got my point already. And let's give big applause to those 5 candidates. And wish all of you good luck. Sorry to take your time too long, because I've been waiting for conveying what I had in mind. Thank you, Mas Yuan, for giving me a chance to talk here. Good luck.
Thank you, Pastor. Okay, again, thank you, Pasugan, for your wonderful remarks. And now we are going to start our first section of today's debate. It's the opening speech section from our 5 presidential candidates. We are going to start with candidate number 1, Helder. Remember, you have only 2 minutes for your opening speech. Wait, please.
Hello?
Okay, you may start.
Hello everyone, good morning. Good morning to all the teachers and students. I hope everyone is doing well. As you know, I am from grade 9 Newton and I am running as your student council president. So, let me ask you a question. When you hear the word school, do you think about homeworks or do you think about the tests or all the sad things that might be, very sad for you? So, if you are thinking about sad things, I'm here to make a change and positive impact for you guys. When students hear the word school, they will immediately think about the memories they had at school. For example, the memories you have made with your friends and your teachers in your classroom. If you vote for me as a president, I'll make school more positive for all the students to attend, and I'll make sure that you all have fun fairs and science fair get reintroduced like the old times. I want you to guys to make decisions too, as we do. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your voice as together as a group of students in IISY. My goal is for you guys to realize the potential you have and the talent you have. I want you to know that you have a great future coming ahead of you and help you become a better version of yourself. I want to be there for you when you need me the most, and I know that we are going to be together as one, as a positive students. Thank you.
Thank you, Helder. Now we will move on to candidate number 2, Grace. Your, your time starts now.
Hello. Good morning, everyone, my fellow students and teachers. My name is Grace Mjimyapan, as all of you know, and the reason I'm standing here today is to prove to you that I can be the president that you need. After the IISY hasn't been the same as before, and if I were to become the president, I will make a change of that. My plans cannot be put into words, but only shown through actions. My duty is to make IISY a lively and spectacular learning place by adding more extracurricular activities and competition events that students might be interested in. Not only will I boost students' morale, but I will also work on improving the healthcare and safety policies for students. I will try to improve the facilities and enhance the overall learning experience and process for students. I have heard the concerns and opinions of my fellow students, and I am here to be their voice in the matter. I am here to prove that if my fellow students and I work together, we can make IISY the best of the best. Hearing the students' opinions and points of views are my top priority. In some situations, we may face difficulties or disagreements with each other, and I don't expect our ideals to be the same. I want the voice of every student to be heard and work for what is best for the school and the people in it. And I hope everyone trusts me to be their leader, and I promise to do what is right and just for our school. So let us all work together to provide a free and safe environment for students together. I will aim for greater heights and I will achieve them for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Now we're moving on to candidate number 3, Kenyatta. Your time starts now.
Hello? Okay. Good morning, my beloved principal, teachers, staffs, and friends. And you may be a bit confused right now when I say the principal, and I'm well aware that he's on a trip. So, Mr. Principal, if you're sorry, if you're seeing me right now, I really appreciate it if you take the time to listen to my speech. So, for those of you who do not know me, hi, I'm Kanete from grade 8 Robert Photon. And I'm here to tell you all why you all should vote me as the president or vice president of the student council. Now, you all may be wondering, what does this kid has that is valuable to our school? For starters, I have a strong mindset. Whenever I face a stressful situations, I try my absolute best to fight back instead of sitting there and crying like a little Jeffrey or idiot. Second of all, I'm kind and passionate. I open doors for other people, but don't let that fool you, because I may sometimes have a bad temper. I am a predator. I prey on the dissatisfactions and troubles of the students for breakfast, lunch, dinner, every single day, and replace it with joy. I'm humble. I never claim to be better than anyone else, but I try to be better than them without them knowing that I'm better than them. I am hopeful. I'm looking forward to see what my future brings. And most importantly, I am like Adonis, who is disciplined and not like what our younger generation is. Smoking, low on testosterone, and no male aggression. So to conclude this speech, if you all vote for me as the president or vice president of the student council, I vow to organize fun events, make learning fun, and make sure that everyone has got a proper education. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, candidate. Now next, Musune, candidate number 4. Your time starts now.
Good morning, principal, good morning, teachers, and good morning to all the students. My name is Musa Noe. I'm from grade 9 for our day. There are voices at school that need to be heard, and I believe that I'm the one to solve the problem. Do you guys love events? Well, my goal is to make all of you enjoy coming to school, and how I will be doing that. In the future, if there are chances of holding an event, I ensure to make events with amazing and creative events such as fan fairs, sport festivals, science fairs, art and music competition, and general knowledge competition, and more educational programs to improve your skills. My other goal is to make IISY better than it already is by planting around the school, cleaning around the school, or maybe even if school allow, we can decorate or paint the walls near the canteen. Do you want to choose someone who will make those decisions for you without knowing what you want? No, right? So my plan is to reach out all the students and ask their opinions and hear their voice. By doing surveys, we can know that what students want the student council to implement the school or what event they would like to take part in. I also have enough experience as a member of the student council. I have been through a lot of leadership skills training, and it's an advantage to me as I'm very familiar with how the student councils work. So to end this, why should you vote for me? I'm here running as a president to be your voice, to unite all the student body, and to be the change you want to see. That's why you should vote for me. I can be there for you like a Superman or a Batman to be for you, and I can always be there and help for you. So choose me, number 4, Musa Noe, as your student council president. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunwe. Now we're gonna move on to candidate number 5, Musa Mada.
Hello everyone of IISY, including teachers and students. My name is Musa.
Wait, your time starts now.
Hello everyone of IISY, including teachers and students. My name is Musa. My full name is Musa Ahmed Mada, but that's too long, so just call me Musa. I am currently in grade 8 Robert Boyle, and I'm here because I want to become IISY Student Council President. To become IISY Student Council President. But I will achieve this with the help of my 3 supporters, who are Tenzin Pyo, Naintiao, and Jodia Pyo. Now, let me tell you guys what are the responsibilities required to be a Student Council President. Well, being a student council president has a lot of responsibility, hard work, and most importantly, patience. And I'm going to try my best to be responsible, hardworking, and patient at everything. That is my promise. A student council president is basically the voice of all the students of IISY in one person's mouth. And that is not an easy job. A good student council president manages everything from healthy Fridays to student competitions. You may be wondering, how are my leadership skills? Well, then let me tell you guys about my personality. I'm an extroverted person who's very social and very friendly to everyone and every one of my peers. Last time, I try to be friendly with everyone, and I can assure you guys, I won't let you guys down if you vote for me. Now, let me ask you guys, why do you guys like coming to school? Well, there may be a lot of answers, but the most common ones are because it's fun, because it gives us education, and because we get to meet our friends. If you guys make me the new student council president, I could improve all three of these things. A new student council president could bring new ideas and events. Maybe in the future, IISY could even have a talent show like this one. This was me in 2019 in my previous school, and this was a talent show in which I performed, and I got 4th place. So if you guys vote for me, IISY could have a talent show like that one. And by having a talent show, students could express their talents to the whole school. They could bring creativity, confidence, and really bring out people's talents. IISY could also be a healthier school by adding new games in the student competitions like tug of war, basketball, and running. And students could also have a voice if they previously didn't by telling the student council members what they want and don't want. A good student council creates unity between all the
Thank you, Musa. Sorry, your time is up. Thank you very much.
Vote for Musa, make IISY better.
So can we have again a big round of applause for our 5 presidential candidates for their amazing opening speech? Well, now let's move on to the section where the candidates will have to answer the question from our principal and teachers. So, the first question will be from principal, and the question will be directed towards all of you. Remember, for the first question, you have 2 minutes each. Is that clear? Okay. So the question is, explain the definition of student council and how important is the role of organization. State your reason for wanting to become student council president, and can you afford that responsibility? I will repeat. Explain the definition of student council and how important the role of organization. State your reason for wanting to become student council, and can you afford that responsibility? So remember, you have 2 minutes. We are going to start with candidate number 2, Grace. I'll give you 10 seconds to make yourself ready. Okay? So your time starts now.
So the question from the principal is, what is student council? So student council is basically to be the voice of all the students here. So when you have an opinion to voice or something, you should tell the student council so they can act something on it. And the importance of is, when the student council does something, it affects the student body as a whole. So when the student council does something bad, it also affects on the students. So for the reason why I want to be the student council president, it's because I want to make IISY the better place that it should be. And I think IISY have more potential than it is now, and we can work together to show that we are strong and we can improve our school with our strengths. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace, for your response. Now we're gonna start with candidate number 3, Kenyatta.
Hello? May I start now?
You may start now.
So the question is, what is a student council? Well, it's basically a group of people, which is the president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. And these people are the voice of our students. If any of you have some problems or issues, your voices can be heard by us. And it is a essential organization in our school, as it can help to improve our school and make sure that everyone has got a proper education and has the best time learning at the school. And why did I choose to become the student council? Well, ever since I joined the school, I've seen a lot of rights and wrongs. In my classroom, things were a bit odd. Sometimes people were not on the right track, so that's why I wanted to improve the school and make sure that everything is on the right track. And yes, I can take the risk and I can afford any responsibility I have to be the president or vice president of the student council. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenyatta. Now we're going to move on to candidate number 4, Hussein Dwe. Your time starts now.
Well, to answer the question, what is student council, I will say they are representatives of the student, and they are someone who someone who solve the school issues and make events and programs. They are a really important part of the school because they are, as a representative, they all have to act well and behave well and make events go well, and for all the students, school life to go well. And another reason that is important too, we are, as a student council member, we are really important, and it's for them to make their school life go really smoother, and we have to keep suggesting things. We have to listen to their voice, hear their opinions, and make progress on that. And as I mentioned in a previous speech, their voices are important, and we need to hear them to make speech, more programs and stuff. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Hussein Dwe. Now we're going to move on to candidate number 5, Musa Mada.
So the question is, what is student council? So student council is like the heart of a school. A good student council makes or breaks the school, because if we have a good student council can add new events, add new things, and add new activities that could help the school. So if we have a good student council, that could improve the school's overall activities and overall facilities. So I think having a good student council is really important. So what's the other question? Why do I want to become the student council? I want to become the student council because I want to improve IISY's facilities and IISY's events. And I think there are some events that aren't added into IISY yet, like the talent show. And I think if I become the student council, I can add them and it could improve our school. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Musa Mada. Now last but not the least, Helda, candidate number 1.
So
You may start now.
what is student council? Student council is basically a group of students choosing by other students that are not in the member to help solve problems around the school, but also help teachers decide in some activities they do on basic needs. They also help the school improve a lot, and especially when the teachers are stressed with new programs. For example, the teachers want to make a science fair and they need some help. When the teachers need help, the student council member and the whole student council will be there for the teachers and the students to decide what they want to do. And the other question is, why do I want to be a student council? Like, I want to show you that everything can be done with teamwork. Teamwork is really important. As I see this in my class too, that we finish things and decisions sooner with teammates than doing it alone. So I want to be in part of the student council to show that positive things we can do with our friends are very important, and if we need help, our friends are always there for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Helda. Now, we have a special question from our beloved teacher, Teacher Pui Umo. Thank you, teacher, for the question. And again, this question is directed towards all of you. You have 1 minute. Remember, you have 1 minute to answer that question. So the question is, how can academic support in the success of student life? How can academic support in the success of student life? We're going to start with candidate number 3. Kenyatta, you have 10 seconds before you say.
Hello? Okay, ready. So the question.
Wait, could you please wait? How can academic support in the success of student life?
May I begin now?
You may start now.
So the question, how can academic performance support the success of the student? Well, yes, it can highly affect the student's life. For instance, if a student has a really good grade on English, he will be able to travel to foreign countries and get a job right there, making tons of money. But if you are really good at math, you can be a mathematician at some university and an income. And not only that, academics can help you throughout in life. I also believe that teamwork, decision-making skills and experience is also important, not only academics, as if you don't have any experience on decision-making skills, leadership skills, and communication skills, you will be nothing. You'll be nothing. So it is important to develop these skills, and with academic skills and the skills I mentioned, you will have a good life.
Time's up, Kenyatta. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, you have 4 seconds. Okay, do you want to end up your speech?
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I moved. So, Musinwe, yes, candidate number 4.
Sure, can I start?
Yes, you may start now.
So for a student academy, it helps a lot in the student life. For example, when you do something good, you get a lot of credits when you're getting a scholarship or when you're applying for something. It helps a lot in many ways. It also gives you if you get a good academy, it also gives you a lot of experience to experience things. Like you can be part of student council, when you can be part of many trainings, and you can be part of many things to improve your life in either way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Musinwe. Now, candidate number 5, Musamada.
So the question.
You may start now.
So the question is, how does academics improve human life? So my answer is yes, it really does improve our lives, because look at all the richest people on earth. Look at Bill Gates, look at Elon Musk. All of them are really academically really good, and yet they have really successful lives. So this shows that being academically smart, like such as being good in math, being an engineer, it really improves their lives and really improves the way of living. So I think every one of us in this school should strive to be academically smart, should strive to be better at all the subjects, and should strive to work harder, because it really does improve our lives. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Now, candidate number 2, Grace. Candidate number 1, Helga. You may start now.
Hello? Okay. As a human being, we need support from everyone. We need human support to thrive. Social support and social interaction have a huge impact on our mental health and physical health. Having a positive benefits such as a higher level of well-being, better coping skills, and longer and healthier lives depends on the strong support system. Having a strong friend who will support you in anything, it's like we are your friends and we will help you support your well-being. And academic support is something that all students need, because we need to stay positive in order to be positive and not think about sad things and negative in our lives. So academic support is really, really important, and it is very positive for every student.
Thank you, Helder. Now, candidate number 2, Grace. Your time starts now.
So the question is academic support important for the success of the students? Well, it is very important because if you are good at your academic lessons, you can be offered scholarships from very good universities such as Harvard, etc. And if you are good at your academic lessons, your whole life depends on it. Because if you are smart and you can work hard, you can earn a good job. So you should focus on your academic lessons and we will support you on it.
Thank you, Grace. So last question, I will direct it toward all of you. It's the question from our student affair. So for that question, you have 1 minute to answer. The question is, a lot of your friends think that some rules are not relate or suitable anymore for today's situation. So they demand changes. And you are agreed with that. What do you want to deal with that situation? Okay, I'm gonna repeat. A lot of your friends think that some rules are not related or suitable anymore for today's situation, so they demand changes. And you agreed with that. So what do you want to deal with that situation? We're gonna start with candidate number 4, Sinwe. Are you ready? Okay, your time starts now.
So a lot of you will think that most of the rules are suitable or good for you. Well, we can always get what we want in life, and in every places we have rules and regulation. Even at your home, that you have rules and regulation your mom makes you to do. You have to make your bed and stuff. Well, at school too, let's start from the small thing. Wearing uniform, ties, belt, and sock, white sock and black shoe. You all have to follow those things, and many of you haven't doesn't follow. And participation is up to each and every one of you, and it's our job to encourage you to do things. If one way doesn't work, we will try another one way to make you guys follow rules. But rules is rules, and I encourage all of you to follow it. Thank you.
Thank you, Musinwe. Now, candidate number 5, Musa.
So,
Your time starts now.
so the question is, some students think that some rules aren't applied in this situation, and they want the rules to be changed. And how am I gonna deal with that? So the answer is, some of the rules in this society, in this world, in this school are all natural. Like for example, in an office, you wear the office uniform, and that's a rule, and everyone follows that. Like that, in school, we also have a school uniform, and I think every student should follow that. And that is not a rule. That is just a part of human society. But there are some rules that can be adapted and changed based on time, such as wearing masks. So before COVID, we didn't have to wear masks, but because of the situation, we had to change and we wore masks. So that means that we adapted and we changed. But that doesn't mean that some rules aren't supposed to be changed when we don't need to, such as wearing uniforms, because we don't have any problems wearing uniforms. So no.
Time's up. Sorry, Musa. Thank you very much. Okay, now candidate number 1, Helder.
So I believe
Wait,
in
could you please wait? Okay, you may start now.
Okay, so I believe in every human basic rights to ask what you want. But as a student, we are under control of school rules, and I strongly suggest to follow the rules, as we are still kids and we are not be able to make decisions. Like if you vote for the government, for example, like you must be 18 to drive and party or something. But as you are underage, I suggest you to follow the school rules first before deciding that you want to do this, do that, just because your friend think it's bad or it's good.
Okay, thank you, Helga. Now candidate number 2, Grace. Your time starts now.
So the question is, are some rules are not suitable according to the students? I have faced like this conversation many times among my friends. They're saying the uniform checks are not needed and unnecessary, but I would disagree with that because when you are in a school, you have to follow its rules and regulations. That is like a part of our society and it has become the norm. Like you can't break the rules and it's not like a very difficult rule to follow. You just have to wear or do something. So if my friends or someone other thinks that these rules are not necessary, we will ask for their opinion and then think think about what is right and make a decision then.
Thank you. Now let's move on to candidate number 3, Kenyatta.
May I begin now?
You may start now.
So the most popular rule that most students probably hate is the minimum passing mark 80, right? Well, let me ask you this. Do you like to look at your results lower than 80? The disgusting 75 mark. Does it seem beautiful? It's good. That's right. So it is important to have a good grade for IGCSE because 80 is an A+, and if you get a good grade, you can have a scholarship, and which can highly affect your life. So I really recommend you all to follow the rule, even the dress codes and every rule that the school provides, which is necessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenyatta. Can we have a big round of applause again for our 5 special candidates for their amazing responses? Okay, so now it's time for the most interesting part of today's debate. So in this debate, I would like to first explain the rules to our first candidate. And so the rules are very simple. Each of you will have a chance to answer, each of you will have a chance to ask a question. Okay, since there are 5 candidates, we're going to divide into 5 rounds. Okay, so in one round, one candidate can ask a question and create a debate. There is no time limit. Okay, you are free to answer, you are free to argue on your agreement and disagreement. Is that clear? Okay. So we're gonna start from the first round. So we are gonna start with Musa. So you can ask the question. I want everyone to stand up. Okay?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello? Again, I would like to explain the rules while they are preparing for the mic. So there are altogether 5 candidates in each round. For example, Musa will ask the question. So that doesn't mean that you cannot answer, okay? You can argue with them, you can post your agreement and disagreement, okay? So the debate will be between 5 of you. Clear? Could you please wait? You may sit down and relax. Okay, we will start, okay? You can use my mic. So shall we begin? Musa, everyone please stand up.
So my question for all 4 of you guys is, why do you think that you're better out of all 5 of us? Why do you think that you're worthy of being the student council president out of all 5 of us?
Just like I said,
That's the
during my speech, I already told everyone that I'm humble. I never claim to be better than or anyone here.
Does that make you better?
No.
Halo.
Just like my
Hold on.
family said, no one's perfect. Let me tell you. Okay? Although you may be better than me at something else, everyone has a weakness, you know? Everyone has a weakness. Can you explain it?
What's my weakness?
Your weakness may be something that I may not know. You are a new student and I've never talked to you before, so sorry.
I didn't really hear your question. Can you repeat again?
I said, my question was, why do you think that you're better out of all 5 of us? And why do you think that you're worthy of being the president?
Well, my most advantage for me, so I have the really good experience since grade 6.
Oh, so?
Other than grade 6, I have been a student council and I have been
Did
managed
you win?
school.
Did you
Well,
win?
it says in grade 6 and grade
you
7
win?
students.
Did you win in grade 6? Did you
I'm
win?
sorry, but please listen first. Grade 6 and grade 7 are allowed to take part in the election because they are still young. But I didn't win or I didn't participate, but I was just the normal student council member. Then student council is more about planning events, right? I have an experience of planning a sports event coordinated with IISY students.
Okay.
And for quality, I am more responsible person, hardworking person, and I can always manage things and be on time.
Doesn't everyone say that? Didn't all 5 of us say that? Why are you unique?
Well, I would say it's my most advantage because it's a close to me. I'm partying on my points. I believe that all candidates are like me and they are responsible, they are active, they
So
all
you're
have
the same. So that means that you're the same. Why are you better?
Well, other than that, I have the spirit to be the encouragement. Since this has been my dream since I'm young in grade 1, I have been trying to take part in school, in events and stuff.
It was also my dream since I was young. You're not different. We're the same. Why are you better? Why are you unique?
I'm sorry.
You say it was your dream since you were young, right? I think most of us, it was our dream since we were young as well.
Well, another advantage for me is that where I make a difference. I have really creative ideas and to make events.
Prove it.
I can, if I become president, I can make always events and make all of the students' lives to go smoothly.
Such as?
I'm sorry?
Musa, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why do you think you are better than us?
I think
Sigma.
I'm better than all of you guys because out of all of our speeches, all of your speeches were very vague and they didn't really have a mission.
But we fit into the time limit, unlike you.
Well, so is that bad?
There is a time limit.
So
Is that the only word you know? So?
You messed up.
the thing is, my speech was full of information and facts, and your speeches were done in under like a minute and a half. So like it wasn't full. My speech wasn't even done. The teacher said I was under that. That means that I had more to say.
You need to adjust to the
That
time.
doesn't mean that you aren't
I
really
adjusted.
responsible because you can finish your script in 2 minutes.
Hello.
Fact.
It's your duty to finish your script in 2 minutes and you couldn't make it. Do you have anything to say with that?
May I speak?
I think-
So you're saying that what do you think that makes us better than the rest of the four of us? So my answer to that is we are all equal and we have our strengths and skills and we have weaknesses. When you have a strength in one position, I may be weak in that position. So we cannot compare with each other. So we just have to see who can do better in like difficult situations. That's my answer.
I don't think that. I think people can be better at something and people can like really the students can really tell, oh, he's better, and they can vote for that person.
Okay.
You can't just say that people are all equal and you can't just say that. That's not
Okay,
how that
done.
works.
So, are you good at strength? Come on, tell me. Are you good at strength? Come on.
Am I good at?
You were saying that you're better than me, huh?
Yeah.
Tell
I
me,
am.
name anything you think that you're better at. Come on. No
Well,
one's
are you gonna add a talent show?
talent show.
Are you? Are you?
Talent
you?
show. I may try to be better.
I don't think you're slaying right now.
Is talent show more important
Are
than
you-
other
are you not
situations?
saying as well?
I don't think you're slaying.
Musa, is talent show more important than other situations?
I think talent shows can show people's students
But is
talent.
it more important than other situations?
Other situations such as
Such as like the cleanliness of our school. Do you think talent show is more important than that?
cleanliness of school. Our school is already pretty clean, bro. What do you mean?
It can be better. Do you think this is the best state?
So are you saying that if you were the student council president, you will clean our school? Is that what you?
We can
only
work
that?
together to clean our school, not just me. This is
My
about
point
teamwork.
is, I had a mission, and I had things that I'll do. Well, what's your mission? Like,
You can literally go outside and see my mission.
no, you tell me. I want to hear it from you.
We can make our school a better place with adding more fun activities, and
Like?
these fun activities can increase the academic value for
Fun
the
activities like
sport festivals,
we already have a sports festival.
We can make more sport clubs, art clubs, science clubs, photography
We already have a
clubs.
science club.
That is science extra, not a club. So we can use our resources to our advantage
Why
and
didn't
make
you
the
say that in
school
your
a
speech?
better place.
Why didn't you say that in your speech?
Huh?
You didn't say that in your speech.
It was 2 minutes, and I don't want to exceed the time limit like you.
So I would like to disagree with one thing you said. You said you are a responsible person and you are willing to be the principal.
Yeah.
But you only have a job to make a speech between 2 minutes and you didn't even make to do it better.
The thing
What do you
was-
have to say in that
Yes,
matter?
I can. The thing was, I was doing my mic. It wasn't working. I had to switch my mic. I have an
Excuse.
excuse. You don't have an
make any poor
excuse.
You have 2 minutes, and you cannot even finish.
I was. I was
2
gonna-
minutes,
I,
and you cannot
I
finish.
finished. I was about to finish.
You didn't came
I
prepared.
changed my
You're not
mic. I
prepared.
changed my mic. I changed my mic along the way. Do you guys have any other questions?
So do you
Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, it was great. Now we will on to second question. Okay, from Helda, candidate number 1.
Why? Do you think positive reinforcement is like? Do we have positive impact? Are you trying to be positive as a student council president or be negative in this debate right now?
I think I'm being positive. Yeah.
No, you're not. You're
Are
being
you
negative.
sure you're being positive?
Negative.
I
I
don't
didn't say a
think
single
so.
negative word. What did I say? I asked you guys if you wanted to be. What's one thing that's better for you guys? I was.
Like you're
Positive.
being arrogant, you know.
I'm not
Okay,
being
oh,
arrogant.
I'm
Your
better than
mom.
you, I'm
I
better
didn't
than
say I'm
us.
better than you. Did I? Did I
Come
say that?
on.
I'm
Your
better?
mom.
Did I? Did I say that?
Yes, you are like.
I did
okay,
not.
Talent show, whatever.
Yeah, but did I say I'm better than you? Did I straight up say that?
You did.
Did I say that?
Dude,
Can I question Helder? What do you think are the positive impact that you are going to make for the school?
By positive impact, I mean like we need a lot of it because I see every day kids coming to school and being sad because they don't want to be in here. So we need to try to make it happier for them and make it positive.
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to be the president, vice president. I can make everyone happy. Okay, I'm very active in my classroom. Okay.
I
So to make everyone happy, of course it's healthy. We can just make events and stuff. But how are
It's
you
a
really
school,
going to do
girl.
it?
We cannot make events every single day. We have a school budget that is in
not every single
the
day,
edge.
not every single day, but like in a scheduled format, like every once a month at least. No.
At least once or twice a month we can do it, like in
Dear
the
student,
city hall.
please remember, you're not arguing between only 2%, you're arguing between 5%, okay? Your target is not only 1, your target is 4. Thank you.
So continue, please.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I think bringing in new events and activities will make the students happier and overall make them positive. And I think a good student council bringing in new activities and events will make the students happier and thus making it positive, not negative.
I agree with your point, but as you know, we cannot just make events all the time. This is a
Not all
school,
the
it's
time,
about
not all the time.
education,
I
not all about
didn't say all the
fun.
time. Also,
I
also,
agree that the school is about education, but do you want to study all the time or do you want to, we will go from home
Yes,
to
that's
school?
why I'm saying that we should make small mini events
if our
twice
school-
a
if our
month.
school doesn't have events and activities, it's like a school in China where like they force the students to study 8 hours a day, and that's not fun, is it? Is
School
it?
shouldn't be just a place for studying. We all have fun, we make friends and stuff. We also want to show our abilities and skills other than academic. That's why
I agree with both of your point of views. Yes, school should be about studying and there should be events all the time. But I also agree with Musin and Musa because school should be fun also, or else it will feel like a prison for the students.
I agree with Grace's points because I see every student coming to school because they just want to see their friends.
True.
I also agree.
Okay, thank you. So we are gonna give the chance to Grace, number 2 candidate, to ask a question.
So imagine this scenario, right? Your close friends are breaking the rules, like for example, smoking or drinking in like the school toilet or something. What will you do in that situation?
We should make it at least like 3 times penalty. 3 times penalty, you know, like
I will
yeah.
say that they all know that they are like out for age between 14 and 17 and upper. They all know that they are bad and it's bad for their health. They are doing that knowing the disadvantages. So we have to encourage them and get to the point why they're doing that and how we will help them. Not just like blaming them and putting them at a bad place. There might be a reason behind that they are doing that, and I know that they're bad, but instead of, why giving them punishment, as well, we have to help them.
But our school that
Can I say?
You go on.
Yo.
okay,
Ladies first.
but like our school do that every single Friday for each sections of classes. Don't we talk about like Healthy Friday? Instead of dancing, we will have like councils there, and the teachers will talk about how smoking is bad or something. We are trying to, but sometimes if it is outside of student compound, we cannot do anything for the students.
No, but I'm saying like not outside, in the school toilets.
Like I
will
said, we need
also
3 days
disagree
penalty.
with you because, of course, the teacher is trying to stop them, but it doesn't help at all. They know that it's bad and they will keep doing it. But instead of how will we make them to cut them off from cigarettes and alcohol, we have to think of a way to make them stop. Not just by, give it a presentation or something. Instead, we have
I
to take
agree.
action.
I don't think having student counseling and telling all the kids to stop smoking will help, because the people who are already smoking are not going to care and they're still going to continue smoking. So I think a better solution is when we catch them, we shouldn't just expel them out of school. We should like explain it
Punish
to them.
them.
Like, for example, do your parents know? Why do you smoke? Are you are you good? Like, we should explain it to them why smoking is bad. And if they still don't stop, then we can take further action. I don't think telling all and forcing all of them to stop smoking instantly is gonna help because it is an addiction. It is not something that you can stop easily.
So you're
Sorry, may I? Grace, may I begin? Okay, yes, I totally agree with Musa's thoughts on your question. And yes, just a simple PowerPoint will not help change it. Like I can tell, I've seen some students that do not listen well in my class. That will not help. So it's better to make further actions by, let's say, a tiny punishment, like you have a fine. You know, we have rules outside that also. Like nicotine is very addictive, and it's gonna be hard for them to stop smoking. So I don't think there's any other way to stop them because nicotine is very addictive. Is there any drug that can cure the addiction?
Like,
Are there any drugs that can cure addiction, like there's nicotine inside of the smoke? You know.
what do you mean?
Nicotine. Yeah, it's hard to stop smoking because of nicotine. Is there any way to stop it because it's so difficult?
There are many ways to stop the smoking. It is just bad if you do it at school. So it's as bad as doing outside of school and inside of school, but we really discourage it if you do it inside of school. Because not only is it breaking the school rules, but also it damages you and others around you. Like it damages your lungs, and when the people beside you smell the second smoke, they will also get lung cancer or something.
But
In
how?
my opinion,
May I? But how? How can we stop the students from smoking, guys? They can go to a toilet or anywhere in the school and smoke. It's bad for the lungs, and I understand you have a point. But still, how can we stop it? Any opinions?
That
them
is my
into therapy.
question for you. Why are you asking it back to me?
Sorry.
I can answer that. I think we can stop people from smoking by first of all making them know that why smoking is bad. First of all, trying to explain it to them, like, hey, you're smoking, you're gonna die soon. Like we should explain it to them first. And finally, if they realize it, then we can slowly, like maybe tell their parents. The school could maybe call their parents and inform them that their child is smoking, and maybe their parents at home will explain to them that smoking is bad. Smoking and wearing white shoes in school is not the same punishment because, for example, if you wear on Tuesday, if you wear white shoes and the student council, the teacher catches you, you can just change your shoes the next day. But if the teacher catches you smoking and she says, hey, stop smoking or I'll expel you from school, it is very different because you're still addicted to smoking. So it doesn't help if the teacher says she'll kick you out of school.
Then make
Did
smoking.
you do it?
What?
Did you do it?
No.
Like the school, shoe changing thing, did you do it when the student council didn't see it?
No. Why would I?
Mm-hmm.
I know the effects of smoking before.
Dude. We can stop smoking in the first place by having a higher security in the gate, you know? Like, whenever students come to the gate, the teacher just see if they wear clothes, but instead, they do not check their backpack if there's any cigarettes, knife, or anything that is harmful to themselves and the school itself.
Can you repeat?
Okay, we can stop smoking in the first place, you know, like in the gate, they're like teachers, yes, they only check the temperature and if they are wearing uniform or not, but they do not check their bags. Like,
And the thing is, they can't check our lungs and see if you're smoking or not, right? The teachers can't scan your
They
lungs
can.
every day in school.
just check their backpack, like, oh, zip, and then people.
Didn't we try that already?
Yeah, we
The
already-
school bag checking thing, we already tried that.
The students are very good at hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're students, we're teenagers, we're good at hiding things. Didn't we try to hide like things we do from our parents
in the
too?
first place, I
They
meant-
probably hide it in places where teachers don't even know can be placed.
Yeah, that's my
after studying those
You may
rules,
know.
the students might not do it in the school or might not bring to the school. That's not enough. That's not enough for them to, cut the secrets, the echo they know that we need your cooperation too. We just can't tell like you're bad and give them punishments and give them minus points. Also,
This is
we need
getting-
your cooperation to do it together.
So we should tell them like not smoke in school, but everywhere else because not only is it bad for the school, but for the outside it is also bad.
Girlie, you ate and left no
Let's move
crumb.
on to next question from Kenyatta. You may ask the question.
Okay, so my question is, do you all overindulge in TikTok?
repeat that, please? I cannot really hear
With
you.
our school?
This is the main factor. No, even though it's not.
Repeat that.
Okay. Hello. Okay. Let me be clear. Do you overindulge in TikTok? Cause that's the main factor that is causing students to have lower grades.
How is that related to this topic? Is it?
Yeah, that is their private problem. Like, that is their
That's a
personal
you
life.
problem.
That is their personal life. I know not only the white.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Do you overindulge
Um,
in TikTok?
Even if you do,
I think we
that
do,
has to
like-
do with the school, but
No.
more with the students' personal life.
No,
Yeah.
This is
I don't think you should get into personal lives.
I know that all
that
of the
isn't
students
something we
You know
have
why
issues.
most students have bad grades, like lower than 80. They have a chance to be successful, like getting over 80. You know why? But as soon as they get home, they look at TikTok and scroll infinitely until
Do
they're
you? Do
hungry.
you?
There are also
What you're
teachers who
trying to
scroll through
say is
TikTok.
us being on her phone is a waste of time. Do not use it in the school to like school time or anything. We do it outside of the school and it's our personal life. I don't think the topic is related to this debate.
I know
Yeah.
that's your personal life. I respect all of your personal life, but TikTok is the main
Your
thing
mom.
that is causing students
Hello?
to have low grades.
Your mom?
Okay,
This is
what do
a
y'all do?
president choosing student council president election.
It's
Nah,
not
why
about
TikTok is
TikTok.
bad speech.
Please stick to your question to the school,
I
please.
want to know your opinions because TikTok is a bit of an overrated app. Like you just scroll infinitely. That's
Can you
why
stop
students are
talking
having
about
low
TikTok?
grades.
I agree that's TikTok. I agree that TikTok is overrated, but as I said, that is their personal life and we have no excuse to interfere with it because I know not only students but some of the
Okay,
teachers
so-
also have TikTok and they're scrolling through it in their personal time at home.
and overindulging in TikTok like doesn't bring harm to anyone.
Yes, it does.
Like it's for you, but it's their personal life. So
Okay,
this is
fine.
their personal time, and they will do with it what they will do with it what they want.
But it can be addictive, like smoking. Let me tell y'all.
But these are
But the,
very
Hold on.
but the difference between smoking and using TikTok is you use TikTok at your house.
Those are
and
two
smoke
very
in school.
different
It's very
things.
Mental
different.
health. Don't
People,
do you know
teachers
mental
catch
health?
you. Teachers catch you smoking because you smoke in
Please.
school. And what happens when you use TikTok in school? What happens? Nothing.
Then in what way do you think it is bad for you?
Dude, it is bad for your mental. Like,
Are you
you
saying
keep
this from personal
scrolling.
experience?
Dude, is it good to see your students failing your class? Is it good to see? For teachers, think it from a teacher's perspective. Is it good to see let's say you are an English teacher or a math teacher and you see a student failing and you try to improve it by telling them to study
So
more
are you saying
often?
that that's because of TikTok?
So do you let your classmates use phone in class?
No, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Did
so
Instagram
there,
pay
you
you
won't
to
face
say
that
this?
problem if you don't.
At all, I meant.
Be for real
self-study.
right now.
At school is to learn and grab all the material and notes. And when you get back home, you may relax. I allow you to relax. But sometimes
That is
TikTok
the
can be
same thing
addictive.
as saying like overindulging in TikTok and gaming are the same thing. So like if you say overindulging TikTok is bad, so is gaming. So it's not really harming anyone around you
Do I play
unlike
video games?
smoking.
I do not play video games too often. Yes, also the same.
Kenyatta.
Video games is the same to TikTok. It can be addictive and also as well as TikTok. I agree. But those two factors can affect the students' grades. And how would you feel for the teacher? Think about it. Your math teacher, your English teacher, your social teacher. Will
The
they feel?
teachers will take action if you are using
kind?
phone in classroom.
I meant not in classroom. At
I'm
home.
not trying to point out any
I don't
At
think
home,
it's-
it is
it's
our
our- I
personal
don't think it's
time.
our job.
But
It is the students' fault if they don't study. That is their own fault.
and you know what
we
causes
cannot do
that?
anything about
And
it.
you know what causes them to not study? Procrastination. From
I'm not
TikTok,
trying
all
to
those
point
social
out
medias,
And we
YouTube,
cannot ban
Instagram,
TikTok from
Facebook.
our
That is a
school.
personal problem. No one can
That is
solve.
a
No one
personal
can fix
problem.
that. Kenyatta. Are
Like,
you-
I'm
you
not
good?
trying
Are
to
you-
point out everyone here, but I know that most teachers also do TikTok, even in class and in school within school hours. So
Using
not
TikTok
only
or not using TikTok
students,
is a
but their
personal
teachers
choice.
also
And I don't
do
think
it.
You
you're
care
Yeah.
about
in
the
your
students' grades.
What?
Don't you care? All you care about, oh, I'm the president, but I care for the students' grade. Like, how would their parents
so-
feel if
so-
they get a
so
B?
you so
A?
care.
I have
How
to
would you fix
disagree
that?
with that. How about we do it after we done our work? We might use our phone or use TikTok. It's up to them because we have done our work.
Kenyatta, let me ask you a question. Do you use TikTok?
No. You want to see my app? Okay, I'll show you.
You have a
I'll show
phone, right? You have a phone.
Oh
right?
my
Do you
God.
use YouTube? Do you watch YouTube?
Oh
Do you
my
YouTube?
you. YouTube.
Do you watch
sometime.
YouTube?
Look at my
So
phone.
isn't that addicting? Isn't that also addicting?
That
Isn't that
YouTube
also-
and TikTok are
YouTube,
most likely
TikTok,
the same
actually,
thing.
social
because
media
it is
is
video
addicting. You
consumption.
can't just say TikTok.
I feel like a toasted marshmallow right now.
Kenyatta, please stay in your place.
Kenyatta, I think your point is using things way too much out of moderation is bad. That can be said for everything. For example, using TikTok moderately sometimes is good, it's okay. But using it every day and not studying, that's not good. But that could be said for everything, right? No?
I think it is more about your point of view than the impact on the students. Like, this is your point of view. Oh, you see TikTok as a bad thing. That is like
You're
your
just
point
old.
of view.
Fine.
Everyone raise your hand who have a TikTok account and use it after school hours. Raise your hands. Don't be shy because I use
You
TikTok
don't
too.
post, but you just watch.
Yeah, it's okay to use it in your private times because it is not school hours and you guys agree, right? You can use your phone after school hours.
If you so don't like TikTok, what are you gonna do to fix them? So you saw all of these people raising their hands, right? So if you, for example, if you do become student council president, what would you do? Are you gonna delete all TikToks from all of their phones? What are you gonna do? Tell us. You don't
Yeah,
like
you,
TikTok,
you
right? What are
cannot
gonna
just ban TikTok from our
I just
school.
want to address the effects of TikTok. It can mentally hurt
do?
you.
How will you fix it?
What useful information on
Find a
TikTok?
solution. That's the problem, right? Find a solution. What are you gonna do? Delete TikTok
What
out
is
of
the solvent?
all of the kids?
I just want to address how TikTok can be dangerous to the
Addressing it
mind of
won't
the
help.
students.
You'll
Think
still
about
continue
it.
use TikTok.
Yes, I agree with your point that TikTok can be harmful.
It's a whole different thing.
Sorry?
You can compare the students using TikTok and those who are doing secrets and alcohol. You can compare them with that. Doing
TikTok.
drugs on a whole nother level. You can compare with
TikTok,
them.
yes. Drugs can also have effect on your physical and mental health. As well as TikTok, it can make you mentally ill. Like how do you feel when you watch a TikTok? Tell me, how do
At
you
least
feel?
they're using TikTok and not smoking and getting pregnant at a young age.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with her.
We're talking about the students' grades right now. Look at the student grades, okay? How would their parents feel?
So do you think all of their bad grades are because of TikTok? Are you blaming TikTok for everything?
I'm not blaming
So for
TikTok.
example, if you fail maths, just blame TikTok. Just tell your mom.
I'm not.
Yeah, and if their parents don't mind, it's okay. Like, their parents are not telling them not to use it, so
It's
why
not
do we
your
have an opinion to tell them that they cannot use TikTok? Even their parents are not saying it.
Let me mention the features of TikTok. It has infinite scroll, and you can really scroll.
Excuse me.
Okay, thank you everyone. Different people, different opinions, right? Okay, thank you. I will give it to Musenwe for the question.
So you all mentioned making events, right? And making programs and making them follow the rules. But do you think they will really do it or are they willing to do it? How will you persuade them to follow them?
I think we can do a voting system. For example, we can ask all of the students, what do you want for an event? And some people could say, I don't know, something talent show, running, and based on that, we can make an event. It's not made by the student council president. It is by vote. It is by democracy. So because student council is like the voice of all the students in one person's mouth, right? So the student council cannot vote. So the student council can ask the students, what do you guys want? And based on that, he can choose and he can do that.
I kind of have to agree with you. My way of example is that I said that we have to clean the school. And how are we going to do that? Maybe we can make it like a small competition on seeing who can pick up their trash, who can pick up the most trash, or who can clean up their area. It will be later hard to control for grade 7 and upward, but for kids, they will be willing to participate because they really love the activity.
So most students would want rewards for like their duties. For example, if you tell, like your example, if you told like the students to clean the school, they will want rewards, right? So yeah, competitions like that fuels the competitiveness in the students and also is a fun for every student as a whole.
I agree with Grace. Also, competitiveness improves social understandings between the students, and people become more social. And when they become older, they have the experience of being social and being confident in front of their friends, and that helps. It's not all about education.
That winning something always make you feel like, some little type of pride, right? Even if it's just like, in your quiz or your groups got the highest mark in quiz. It always make you feel something. So in that way of competition and strategies, we can always make them follow the rules. For example, it's a whole school. Every grade will have a point of 100 or something. Even if they make like some type of mistake or follow the rules, they will be minus in their points. It will make them to the one who got the highest mark in those competitions will may encourage all the students to follow the rules. It might, by doing those competitions, there will be one to with that say, with the pride winning something, they will be willing to follow the rules. And with that, we can more encourage them to follow the rules and take part in events.
Why is everyone looking at me for no reason?
I don't know.
Question is, who all said that you will be making them follow the rules? Do you really think that they will follow it, or they will, follow your instruction?
One word.
I don't think. No, I don't think students. Some students want to follow the rules as it is a bit boring, and so most kids these days want some fun. So it is nice to make the competition or anything that you want to do fun.
So the point of the student council, as said before, is to be the voice of every student in IISY. So when you host an event or something, it should be of great importance to hear the voices of students and take their point of view to your event so you can know what they would like, because the event you are making is also for the students. So if the students don't like it, what's the point of it?
True.
So you said that you'll hear their voice, right? What if it's something really bad or not a suitable one? What would you do? What if their request is something not suitable one? What are you willing to do?
We will teach them their weakness. Instead of pointing out someone's weakness, why don't you try to teach them and improve?
Yeah.
You can help them
You should
improve.
focus on someone's strengths more than their weaknesses.
Yes, that is the point of student council, to help kids improve at their social life and activity life,
I
and
think
school life too.
I think a good student council should acknowledge what the students want and prioritize what the students want, not what he wants. For example, he should make events that all the students want. He should ask all the students what they want, and not something that he just made up and he didn't ask the students. Because if the students don't like it, what's the point?
So, for example, I will take Musa's talent show, for example. So he hosts a talent show, but half of the students wants it, half of the student doesn't. So we have to make the talent show so that every student should feel included in that talent show. That is how we should do it.
No, I think if I do make a talent show, I'll ask the students if they want to join or not. It's their choice. If none of them join, don't have a talent show. But if at least if even five of the students from our school want to perform, then we'll have a talent show, and the rest of the students will be the audience. We're not forcing everyone to do it because it's their choice.
Everyone participation is up to them, and we can convince them. But we always have to find different ways. If we given that we work point doesn't work, we have to think of another way to encourage them. It's our job as a student council. We always have to help them.
Why me again? Why are you guys looking at me? I have no comment right now. Do we have any question left? No, right?
Okay, thank you everyone for the great arguments. Okay, you may sit down. So I would also like to invite all the students who is not on the PE hall. Could you please come back to support our presidential candidate? Again, I would like to invite all the students who are not in the PE hall. Please kindly come back and show your support. teachers and students if you have any question for our 5 presidential candidates. Dear teachers and students, I would like to invite each and everyone if you have any question for our presidential candidates. Okay, thank you. I would like to invite Teacher Sandy. Yes.
Thank you. It's amazing. So your debates and your discussions are very interesting. You have a lot of potential. I know. I trust you all. And what I want to know is you are being to be selected as a leader. The most important one. What is a leader? What kind of characteristics and potentials you must have it to get the success of your own community. Thank you much.
Thank you, Teacher Sandy, for the great question. So, who would like to go first?
Leader is someone who always have to look after their teams or member. If you are in class, you always have to look after them. For example, let's start with simple thing. If they wear full uniform or socks, you get the responsible to look after your class. And if they're doing that, it's all up on you too. And being a leader isn't just about yourself or being just about selfish. You always have to look after your team and support them in many ways and utilize them in their abilities and stuff.
A leader should be a role model for everyone, including students. So if you do something bad, the students will think, oh, our leader is bad, so we should follow his steps or something. So it is very important to behave well especially if you are a leader. And it also takes a lot of patience to be a leader. Sometimes people may disagree with you and not and have arguments with you. In those times, you have to be patient and understand their point of views and listen to their voices so that you can come to a decision at the end.
I think a leader is someone who paves the way for the students and for the people who look after him. So if the leader does something bad or something negative, the people who follow him will think that it's okay and they will follow it. So I think it's really important that a good leader is very patient, responsible, and looks at his actions before doing it. And a leader should only teach the people who follow him only things that are good. Because if he doesn't, then the people who follow him will be worse and they won't be better.
Thank you, Kenyatta.
A leader is a person that leads the group and makes sure that the mission is a success. A leader is a person that does not boss around, tell their partner or teammates, do that, do this, do that. No, he's the one that does the job and makes sure that everyone is on the right track.
Thank you. Helder?
Leader is basically like your second parent. Hello? Okay, so leader is basically like your second parent. They will pave way for you, help you through positive reinforcement, and tell you when you need help from your leader, they will always be there for you. So as a leader, your duty is to help the kids, aka the students, to help them know that something is bad or something is good, and inform them that things that they won't know. And I would also say that leaders are the one who show you that being good is nice, and they must be positive and good in front of the student instead of being negative all the time and not supportive of your friends. What kind of leader is unsupportive of your opinion? So I think a leader should be positive and supportive of your opinions and all of your things that you need. They also help you with your life, especially when you're down and when you need someone.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Teacher Sandy, once again for your question. I would again like to invite Everyone, students, teacher, if you have any question, student, if you have any question, because you are the student lead. Oh, okay, teacher Teng Teng. Okay, sure. I would like to invite teacher Teng Teng to ask a question.
Sorry. So tomorrow will be. Tomorrow will be your election day, right? Okay. So if you are elected tomorrow, and if we want the fanfare the day after tomorrow, what will you do then? Anyone want it? Yes. Yes. How can make it happen as well?
So if the students want a fun fair on Wednesday and if I become the council on Tuesday, we can have a football match from grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 2, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10 football match. And for females, maybe they can have badminton.
Teacher asked for fun fair, not sport fair.
Yeah, on Wednesday. We can have two events, football and badminton.
I don't think we should rush into things. I think we should plan first because rushing into things can turn down bad when you rush into things. Maybe instead of doing it on Thursday, we can do it on Friday instead so that we have one day of planning. And you know, that excitement when you know that something is coming is like very European. That's the word. So instead of doing it on Thursday, I will make it happen to Friday with all of the supports from the students to make the fun fair happen.
Teacher, may yes, teacher. If I were to be voted as one of the members of the student council, yes, I can make the fun fair possible. But you said that the day after Tuesday, right? It'd be a bit of an the day after tomorrow, yes. It'd be an impossible goal, Jack. Like, since only one day, we have to manage some budget. We have to plan. We have to make sure that everything's on the right track. It's gonna be complicated and hard to adjust, yeah. But if I were voted, I would do my absolute best to make it happen.
If I become president tomorrow after the election, I will instantly make surveys because I want to hear from all of the students. Because making plans is just about me, and being the student representative and council, I need to hear from all of their voice, and I need them to what even they want to take part in or what they are willing to do. From those surveys, I will note down and try to make that happen.
We should plan ahead. Even if we don't win, it should be like for the winner or the president, like it will be like a party for them. Even if we don't win, it should be good sportsmanship to prepare. But even if we wanted a fun fair, what about the alumni event on Wednesday? So even if we wanted a fun fair, we can't have it on Wednesday. So then on Thursday we may have it like that.
Thank you, teacher Teng Teng, for your question and for the encouragement for the student. Yes, you really need to pay attention because you are the wise. Okay? So now is the last section of our program. Okay? It's the closing speech from our candidates. Again, each of you will have 2 minutes for your closing state. Okay? So, you have to. We are gonna start from our first candidate, Helda. Your time begins now.
I hope everyone, not everyone, but some students who think that my ideas are like critical, and if you think that I will be a good president, you can vote for me. But if you think I'm not, you can vote for 4 other candidates of mine. I think they will do great as a president too. But I just want to say y'all look great today. Okay? And it's okay if you guys don't vote. But I would recommend you guys to vote for me because I think I'll be a great president, just like my 4 other competitors. So if you want a cool president, vote for me. That's it. Helda out.
Thank you, Helder. Now candidate number 2, Grace. Your time starts now. Can you please again make the time?
This has been a very fun debate to do, and I have very much fun with you guys, and I hope you guys don't have any hard feelings on me or the other teammates. So I would like to suggest to vote for all of them if you could, but yeah, you should vote for me too. If you support my missions or my visions, you should vote for me. But if you don't, I encourage you to vote for others.
Thank you, Grace. Now candidate number 3, Kenyatta. Your time starts now.
Like I said before, if you all want funfair or any change at school, I can be the voice of you, all of you. Like, for instance, if you want something like a funfair, I can organize it. I can make it happen if it's possible. And yes, if you all do not like the way I handle things, the way I organize something, you guys can vote Musa, Hussein, Grace, and Helda if you all want to. But nevertheless, you all can vote me if you truly believe that I have potential to be the president or vice president of the student council. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Kenyatta. Now candidate number 4, Usinwe. Your time begins now.
well, today is a long day, right? We all, for like 1.5 hours, we have been talking, and all the candidates did really well, and all the debate too. So I'm not here to convince you that if I become one, I'll make a perfect president, but I can promise you, all of us will be a great one, and we'll try our best to become one. That's it.
Thank you, Musinwe. Now candidate number 5, Musa Ahmed Mada. Your time starts now.
So if you guys vote for me, and if I do win the student competition, I will try to be friendly with everyone, and I can assure you guys, I won't let you guys down if you vote for me. Now, after all of my speeches and the debates, if you didn't like what I